Okay. Uh-oh. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, and I am Michele, the little sister.
And today we have an amazing entrepreneur that has a wonderful product.
Wait a minute. So that's a sponsor. That's one of the sponsors, right?
Yeah, this is one of the sponsors.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And this right here, I had a couple of them, but I had to save it. And I didn't even want to do that because it's so good. It is sea moss, and this is mango flavor. And his name is the Sea Moss Trap, DASEA Moss Trap. And he is on Instagram. He's also on Etsy as the Sea Moss Trap. And his name is Duke. You can reach him at 404-618-8910. They do deliver. They'll meet you. They'll communicate with you. But this is sea moss, and it's absolutely delicious. He also does popsicles and other products that deals with sea moss, but it's really, really good and has great benefits. So I just want to shout the sea moss out because he's doing his thing.
See? Okay, but see, he can only meet you in Atlanta, not in California.
Okay, in Atlanta, but he does deliver. They do deliver. So I want to make that clear. So they do deliver. Yes.
Okay, so they ship it to you.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Absolutely.
All right. So like I am excited because I'm gonna say this: get your pen, get your paper, because we about to get educated up in here tonight. Because we have Charmaine Guerriere. She is a trade and investment coach. She is the Royal 8? The Royal 8 Billboard model. She is a niche doll. I consider her like a sister because we are in the niche doll house together. And I am just so excited because when I say you educate me, you did that when we had our empowerment call not too long ago. So I'm not gonna talk too much, but I just want to say thank you, Charmaine, for coming on the show and talking to us this evening about trade and investments.
Yes.
Thank you, Michele. Thank you so much, ladies, Tracey, Michele, for having me. It's like when we had that initial call, it seemed so far long away that this interview was coming, and I'm like, oh my God, it's today, and I was like so excited to be on here. So just giving it back to you guys. Thanking you for having me. Thank you for the platform that you guys are doing. I really appreciate everything that you guys are doing with Sisters of Leisure, and I'm just so happy to be here with you all this evening.
Thank you, Charmaine, because when we had our Tuesday call, when you were there to educate us on trade and investment, initially I was just like, okay, I didn't know what to expect. I wasn't expecting so many gems being dropped, and for me to be able to comprehend what you were saying. So real quick, what is trade and investment?
Okay, so I'm glad you asked that because like a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago, I was not even in this realm at all, right? Most of us, we know about making money one way, the 9 to 5, right? They told us go to school, get a good education so we can get a good job, work 40 hours for 40 years and retire on 40%, right? We call that the 40-40-40 rule. And I just knew that, right? Like I went to school. I tell people I chose my major because it was the least amount of math. I'm like, okay, what major? Criminal justice? Okay, I want it. And I didn't even end up in criminal justice. I ended up doing social work. But now I'm back to math and money, right? Because you can't even escape that. And, I'm married. I've been married 10 years and I have 3 kids. And my husband always been about money. Like I was not a good steward of money before I got married. And I saw my husband take a little and made it a lot. So I got interested. Like, okay, I need to focus more. And he got involved in investing. And me being this independent woman, always wanted to have my own. I was like, yeah, that's good. He can take care of the house, but I want my own. I want to know how I can do this on my own. So I started researching. I started joining different groups. And when I got into this whole new world of how people made money, I was so blown away. And growing up, we were here investing and trading, and we thought it was for those people. We didn't think it was for us. We didn't
Mm-hmm.
think it was for us that didn't have money. We thought you needed to have this bunch of money to invest. And investing in itself is just you being part owner in a company. We never knew that was even possible. So now, like I tell my kids, like you part owner of McDonald's, you part owner of CVS and Walgreens.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
We're investing our money so those businesses can now flourish. And when they make money, we make money. And that was mind blowing to me.
Because not too long ago, soon after we had our empowerment call, and you so eloquently broke it down to all the dolls, I was telling my sister, and I shocked myself in how I was able to, regurgitate what you had told us and explain it to her, to where she was able to understand, especially when it comes to currency.
Mhm.
So can you real quick break that down real quick, like how because you said like one we traded at a different, it's different. Well, it was Bitcoin. We were talking about Bitcoin.
All right, so let me start by this preface of the cash flow quadrant, because I love Robert Kiyosaki. I don't know if you guys know
Mm-hmm.
him or his book. Is he has this book called Rich Dad Poor Dad, which really
Mhm.
changed a lot of people's minds on how they look at money. And he came up with this cash flow quadrant. So if you have a piece of paper, you can draw a line straight down the middle and then a line across, right? So straight down the middle and across. And on the top left corner, you can put
Mhm.
employee, right? That's where we trade our time for money, right? So Tracy and I, we can go to work 9 to 5, and we only make money based on our time that we spend there, right? But the thing is, Tracy and I, we can be working really hard. Michelle can come in the same 9 to 5, don't work as hard as us, but we all leave with the same check, right?
Yeah.
It's just time for money. You just put in time in for money. And a lot of people, because we only have 24 hours in a day, people want to make extra money so they get 2 jobs and 3 jobs and still can't make ends meet, right? Because it's not
Mm-hmm.
so much money in the world. So the employee, you're just trading time for money. But the thing is, when you can't work or something happened, you're out of money, you're out of income. And when that job decide that they don't want you anymore, you're not as valuable as before, you're gone, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then you have people on the bottom left that say, I don't want to have a boss. I want to be my own boss. They're your small businesses. And they're deciding that I don't want to have someone telling me when I can go, when I can come, and when I can have a vacation. They want to do something. They're the entrepreneurs, right? They're the business owners. They're the nail tech, beauty supply, photographers, catering business. They're the ones that want to take it in their own hands. But it's again time for money, right? You got to go in there. You're spending your long hours. Most people who have small businesses, they work even harder because that's their baby. Right? But the
Mm-hmm.
sad part about it is when their clients don't come in, they don't get paid. If their clients cancel, if they get sick, if they go on vacation, they don't get paid because it's all on them. So now the right side of money, just on the right and even right, like this is the way that we need to look at money. On the bottom, you can have your business owner. Like your business owner is somebody who decides, you know what? I want to leverage other people, time, energy, and talents, right? If you go to one of your favorite restaurants, favorite establishments, you don't see the CEO coming out and greeting you and working. Somebody
Mm-hmm.
else is doing that. They have a system in place, right? A SYSTEM system, which means
Mm-hmm.
save yourself stress, time, energy, and money. themselves stress, time, energy, and money. They have a system. They're saving themselves stress, time, energy, and money because they don't
Mm,
have to be in there all the time, right? When they get sick, they still get paid. When they go on vacation, they still get paid, right? They're
mm-hmm.
as business owners have tapped into passive income where I don't have to do it and I make money around the clock. Now, that right side is 5% of the world, where 5% of the world make up for 95% of the income, of the wealth. Where on that left side, 95% of us make up for 5% of the wealth. And I'm just like, I didn't need to be on the right side.
Okay.
This is where that investment piece come in for that last part, the investor. That's where you take your money to make money. Because unlike us, money doesn't sleep, money don't get sick, money don't go on vacation, money don't get tired. Money works. Money is an energy that
Mm,
moves. Money is supposed to move, right? So that investment part is where you leverage money. And a lot of us, we're in this mindset of holding money and keeping money. And I got money. Where the investors say, I'm going to let it go. I'm going to give it. I'm going to be smart about it because I know it's going to come back to me.
right back.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so investing, there's so much to it, right? And what Michelle was relating to is that we know a lot about the US stock market, right? We know about that in the United States. But now I've been open to a world of the foreign exchange market, which is like the big brother to the US stock exchange. Never even knew that people were making money from trading currencies to currencies. I never knew about it, right? Because growing up, I'm from the Virgin Islands, and growing up, we would travel to where my mom is from, Dominica. And I would always hear them talk about EC money. Oh, EC is this amount. And you would hear them talking about how much it's worth. And it never triggered me to understand people are making money from the value of the US dollar going up and down. Now they done made apps, they done made platforms that we can push two buttons and make money as the currency changes, as the value goes up and down. Michelle, you talk about Bitcoin, that's the digital currency. A lot of people are scared to talk about how money is moving in that direction. And digital
Mhm.
currency is the currency of the future. Just imagine if people wanted to still trade cattle for goods. Where would we be right now? Right? Just think
Yeah.
about the people as we transition from cattle to gold. What was their mindset? And as we transition from gold to paper money, what was the mindset? And now we got this thing called checks. You could just write on something that doesn't even have money in it, and then we transitioned to credit cards. Just think about it, to wire transfers. So now you're talking about digital currency? Like, what is that? But we got to learn about it because it's the way of the
Of the
future.
future. Yes, Charmaine.
Yes.
That it blows me away. I never even thought of it like that.
Mm-hmm. And you know, my sister's very passionate, so she's not going to really let me speak.
Okay,
But
I'm ready.
but what do you look for when you want to invest? What are you looking for?
Okay, so I want to say this, like, I'm not a financial advisor. First and foremost, I gotta put this disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor. So anything I say, I want anyone listening to research, get their financial advisor, and double check and fact check everything that I'm saying. I'm just a wife and a mom who decided that I was gonna take this generational curse of money being a barrier and money being a reason for us not to do things, to now taking money into my own hands and making money as a tool to break all financial general curses. So I want to put that out there first.
Hallelujah.
Amen, right? So
Yes.
I tell people, because I had a Zoom with my family and friends because a lot of times people they're shy to talk in big groups and talk about not understanding money. And I was like, they asked the same question: Where do you invest? What do you know? And I said, where do you shop? Where do you spend your money? And someone's like, Amazon comes to my house every single day. I said, start right there.
Mm.
Where you spend your money the most, you need to own part of that company. Start right there. If you have a Netflix account, invest in Netflix. So the money you get back, maybe that can pay for your monthly subscription. Wherever you eat a lot, find out if they have something that you can invest in. Start with where you spend your money so that now it's not just going out, it can come back to you. I was at Walgreens every other week. Okay, now I own pieces of Walgreens. Like, that's where I spend my money. Walmart, right? So, where you spend your money is the first place that you should look into what company I should invest. The second thing I tell people is long staying companies. What companies have been here for a long time and you anticipate that they're going to be here for a long time? So those are like your Walmarts, your McDonald's, your Apples, your Googles, right? Those are companies that are long stayers and they're going to stay for a while. Because the thing is, when investing, it's not an overnight thing, right? Because we're used to putting our money into our savings account, our piggy banks, under our pillows and under our mattresses, right? But they don't create any value for us over time, right? If you put $100 under your bed, 20 years, it's still going to be $100, right? You put $100 in the bank, 20 years, you may have $103, right? You may have something. But when you invest, as the company value goes up and down, depending on how much you own, right? Depending on how much shares or part ownership percentage that you have, that $100 in 20 years can be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
So investing is our nest egg, right? Because the same 9 to 5 way of thinking, we only knew about 401ks, right? And we didn't know that in 401ks, they were using our money to invest and make them money. We didn't even know, right? Or they would be investing our monies in companies that we didn't even know about. So now I'm wanting to know, where am I investing my money? Can I put it over here? Can I move it over here? Why is it I need to be a little more aggressive, put a little more, like make money. We weren't talking like that. It was, oh, I got a 401k and I just left it there.
Yeah.
Now we're having the conversations. So where you spend your money, long stayers company, and then do your research. They may be up and coming businesses that you research and you feel passionate about. Like, oh wow, this looks good. I read about it. I think it has potential to boom, and you get in on the ground floor. Those three categories are where I would say to start investing. In trading is another thing that I love. So you have investing and you have trading. And trading is fast, right? Trading is quick. Trading is in and out. Trading is I buy it today and I sell it today. I buy it today and I sell it tomorrow. The value goes up, I take my profit and I get out. That blew my mind when I heard people not only invest, but they trade it daily, weekly. I was like, okay, now this is where you have that multiple streams of income. Now this is where you have money all over. Now you have not just a checking account and a savings and an emergency fund. You have your college fund, you have your vacation fund, you have your dream house fund, you have all kinds of funds because you have your money kind of spread out all over.
People are so fearful That's why they don't take that risk. They think it's a risk. So they're afraid to even take that, take the opportunity to invest in something.
Well, and then also the knowledge.
Yeah.
The knowledge. Like, I mean, if you don't know, you don't know what you don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That like you said, trading, investing, all that kind of stuff, that's a foreign language to me. I promise you, I have tried to look at, I don't even know what I'm reading.
Listen, like I told you guys, it's a new language called Guapanese, right? It's called Guapanese, and I'm learning it because
Yes.
first I would hear certain things called and put in order, and I was just like, this pips, and I'm like, what is this? I don't even know. Now I find myself watching the news and watching the charts on the bottom. I never paid attention to that ever before. Now I'm on it. Now I'm watching the news and like, oh, this is going on in England. Let me go on my phone and see if I can do a quick trade or something, right? It's like, oh, the election is happening here. Let's see how the market is going to be affected by this to see how much money I can make because of the elections. I never knew I never even knew it was possible. Like Michelle said, the knowledge. We don't know what we don't know, right?
Mm.
And I love acronyms. And there's an acronym called POOR, POOR, passing over opportunities repeatedly. If we keep hearing things and like, I don't know, we keep passing it over, we're really going to be poor, right? Not just in the physical sense of money, but wealth as in knowledge, wealth as in an experience, because we don't know the world out there unless we go out and we explore it. And there's so many people out there living the lives that we want, but we are afraid to do the things that they're doing to get that life. So me, I'm not a anybody's Charmaine, can you check? I'll definitely check it out. Let me do a little research first and check it out. I'm open to anything. And if it fits my spirit, if it fits something that I feel like I can do it, I'm open for it.
Yeah.
That's amazing. But I wanted to go back to the 401k because I needed some money at one point or another. But they only told me I could get a certain percent. They wouldn't even give me all my money. I
Yeah.
was salty. I'm like, I want it
Yeah.
all.
And that's your money. And that's the crazy part about that. Like, that's your hard-earned dollars that you put in, you commit to every 2 weeks or every week. I don't know with the state of Georgia how it goes, because every month. And they tell you, well, nah, you can't have it, or tell me why you need your own money. Like, what is that?
It's so crazy. The other day I saw a video of this man. He went into the Bank of America and he wanted to withdraw maybe $100,000. And they told him he needed to put it in writing and it will be ready in 3 to 5 business days. And he's like, when you took my money, it didn't take 3 to 5 business days. You took it. The thing is, your money, it's not like when you put your money in your 401k, your bank account. They're like, hey, it's Michelle money, guys, don't touch it. Hey, guys, Tracey just put 200, don't touch it. They don't just put it in a brown paper bag in the back. They're taking your money and they flipping it, that thing 10 times, 20 times over. So you can't just take it because that money is circulating, making money. No, we need that money to circulate because if we all are able to take our money at any time, the market will crash. They cannot allow us to just take our money at any time. And then if you take it too soon, they tax you. They penalize you on it, right? Because they are anticipating the money is gonna be there so they can use it. Look, if you guys Google, anybody Google the largest entities that invest and trade is banks and mega banks, big banks, right? They trade and invest our money, and they make money off of it, millions and billions of dollars every single day. So yeah, you're gonna mess them up. So now we have to find other ways that we can get our money when we want to. get the loopholes. Because right now, yes, I started investing and trading, but I'm attached to investment groups and I'm attached to learning platforms because I don't know everything. So these people who make 6 and 7 figures every single day, I'm attached to them. I'm watching them. I'm learning. I'm paying my subscription monthly so I can be in the know, right? When these new cryptocurrency coins come out, and Facebook is talking about it and everybody online is talking about it. We in the inner circle have been talking about it for 5, 6 months and we got on the ground floor of it. So as the popularity grew, we've been set. So I'm attaching myself to the people that know that they know that they know. Because when they're like, hey, we're doing this, I'm moving. When Bitcoin came out in 2013,
Mhm.
a lot of people were skeptical. What is this? What's Bitcoin? That don't even sound right. But it was a lot of people that got on and it made them millions and millions of dollars. And for some of us, we're like, wow, I missed that boat. But there's been so many new coins that came out. Ethereum, Litecoin, Dogecoin, Ripple, Stellar, Cardona, that are not even a lot of money to start investing in. Some of them are not even $1 to get one coin or one share, right? So I tell people in 2013, Bitcoin was worth maybe the hundred of dollars to get one. Bitcoin went up to one coin being worth $63,000. Imagine now that we can get other coins,
Mhm.
alternative coins, and make money. I tell people I took a risk and I said, let me try this so I can give this testimony to tell people you don't need a lot of money to start investing and trading. And
Yeah.
I took $19.02 and I invested it in Dogecoin. That $19.02 went upwards to 800 plus dollars. I was like, wow. I took out $130 from that and I invested it in something else. $19.02. I tell people I
Mhm.
pimped that $19.02. 2 cent went to work. That's
Yeah.
when you put your money to work, right?
Yeah.
And I did nothing.
Yeah.
I said, if $19.02 can make that amount, to now I can take out money. I paid a credit card bill with money I took out, and I reinvested in more stocks. I said, oh yeah, we gonna be good. And I tell people, just take little money out of your pocket that you will spend for lunch, and today go invest in something.
Yeah.
You wanted to go to McDonald's or wherever your favorite restaurant, instead of that, invest it in a stock. Put that money in the stock, trade it, find out on what's going on in China. When the coronavirus hit, you know how much people was making money from China currency value going down? Amazing. And we didn't even know. When people lost their jobs, some people were, they didn't have other options. Trading and investing is another option.
Mhm.
Trading in the foreign exchange market is a recession proof option because
So
even,
where
yeah, go ahead, Tracy.
so where do you what website do you go to do this kind of stuff? Because I am down.
Listen, so I tell people here's a few apps that you can use to start trading for investing. So for people who brand new don't want to put their big toe in, just put a little pinky toe in. If you have Cash App, you can start trading on Cash App. And a lot of people didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
In the menu and you see it's like a dog tag icon and you see it with a B on there for Bitcoin and you click on it, it says stocks and Bitcoin. You can start buying stocks on Cash App, right? As simple as Cash App and as little as $1, $2. So if you don't want to do something huge and you don't want to risk, because I tell people don't invest and trade money you can't afford to lose. Don't invest and trade the rent money, the
Mm.
babysitter money, grocery bill money. Like, be okay if you lose it, doesn't really hurt you.